do it.
Cool.
Yeah, do it.
There's going to be about like a 20-second delay. So
okay.
people will
and I'm
see
in
us
the chat already, so I'm there if you need to make whatever.
Cool. Anyway,
do it.
people
They're
can hear what we're
starting
saying
hard.
now, just so you know.
Cool.
They're starting hard. They're starting hard.
They really are.
Goodness gracious. I feel like I walked in on like 10 minutes into the game and it's
What
over.
the hell? I'm trying to find the thing.
This feels like a completely different league than the other one.
Why is my
right?
I know.
This NBC Sports thing is killing me.
Sorry, Tanisha. You can tell Owen's the one that's like the most invested because she's completely shut up. She's just watching her
I'm also on mute. You haven't heard me swear yet.
Yeah. Well, you're on mute, so.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come on,
get it?
No, not yet.
Wow, I'm so excited that we're doing a Black Girl Hockey Club live stream, you guys.
Yeah, this is so
Black Girl
fun.
Hockey Club, rainbow shirt, Erica, you're oh, there she goes. Yeah, we've never done this before, so this is fun. Are there people actually watching this? Who's in the chat? I'm gonna go check it out too.
We have a couple people. Rochelle, I just made you a moderator.
This thing is killing me softly. Actually, it's not soft because you can hear me.
Goodness, they are going hard already.
Oh, we have a thing. It happened.
What?
Anyone else get there yet? Just me?
No.
I feel like
What happened?
since you're watching TV and we're all not.
Spoilers.
Yes, I saw it. I got it. Gosh darn it.
There we go.
We got there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were pushing. They were really playing hard. The Avs came out.
Okay,
All right,
so
okay.
I be mad.
That's fine. Flower, he'll get it together.
Okay.
Flower.
So I'm like,
Shot of the night. It doesn't look good.
I don't like that. He thought he had it. Oh, he thought he had it.
I'm several minutes ahead.
You are?
Well,
I'm pulling up another stream because this is killing
I'm
me.
watching on NBC and they're doing like a dual screen action. I've never seen it like this before.
I'm trying to watch
Like
it.
both of them? Because the Canadian one isn't over yet? Cool.
Yeah. Well, they just finished. Canadians won.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're good.
I'm gonna overcook my meatloaf because my priority right now is finding this damn stream to work.
I don't like following up a goal with a penalty. Not a fan of that.
you know, Tanisha, that's one thing I like about the NHL app, and I wonder what it's going to look like when they go over to ESPN. I hope it'll be more user-friendly, even, you know, than NBC is now. But the NHL app, when it works well, you know, and you can easily have access to the games even on your mobile. But it's so expensive.
The thing though is that the ESPN app is truck stop porta potty juice. It's awful. It's but truck stop, one ply.
Well, maybe some of the NHL people could help make it better. Who knows?
I hope so, but since they made this nonsense a couple of years ago, I've routinely been tweeting like, "Wow, this app is just
garbage."
Taco Bell bathroom. It is awful.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's gross. We get it.
I'm a storyteller. I have to make.
She has to paint the picture. She has to do the whole thing.
And she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Very.
Thank you.
Visceral.
You got exactly what I meant, right? As long as you got exactly what I meant. That's what I'm here for.
The Taco Bell one kicked. You know, it did it.
Because everyone's familiar.
Not an ad. Okay. Not an ad.
Hashtag
we're not sponsored, but we could be. That's the thing.
Hashtag could be an ad, but not.
I don't think we want to be sponsored by the Taco Bell bathroom? Because that's the literally only thing we mentioned on the food. So let's just not do that, shall we?
Let's just move on. Okay, let's move on. We are sophisticated women. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Come on, Vegas.
I'm utilizing 2 laptops right now, so that's why I keep looking over.
Oh my God, does their power play normally suck like this? Or?
Yeah, they normally start a little slow.
Yeah, I literally have not watched hockey. I haven't been watching hockey. I watched some of the Leafs games. My team got eliminated in the first round, so my heart isn't really in it. I'll watch the end. You know, I'll turn to the back of the book and I'll watch the end. I'm okay with that. This season, I've been doing so much in hockey. I don't want to watch hockey, which is the worst. But I kind of there. But I do love me some Vegas, and I've been to that arena multiple times, and it's so much fun. It's my favorite arena that I've been to ever. The seats are so soft and cushy,
so
and
soft.
The like cup holders are great and big, and there's room. You're not all squished in like you are at other places, and it's such a great place to see a hockey game. I saw the Penguins there, and I went to the draft when they drafted Flower. That was freaking sad.
So
but it was
sad.
Cool. The Penguins had just won the cup, and Krause came down the magenta carpet with the cup. And as a Penguins fan, we were standing out in that Vegas sun all day long, and to see our captain. Oh, come on! Look at this. Oh,
let him score.
Oh, Owen's face warned me what was happening.
Sorry, I think that's not being on the same stream will be a problem.
That's all right. I'm a multi-team, person. I can handle.
I really want it because I've never seen a game in an American arena. Even like some of my family members have gone to Buffalo at least, but I want to go to T-Mobile and I want to go to Capital One, and those are just and the Seattle, of course.
Well, we've got to go to Seattle. We've got to go there this fall. We've got to go there day one.
Yes,
we've got to do that as a group. And we're going to talk about it all summer long because they're going to draft our favorite players, and we have to be there. So all 3 people who are watching this right now, please know that we're doing this. Isabel, will you put the stream link in the chat so that I could find it? Because I can't find it.
The YouTube link or the Zoom link?
Yeah, so because I want to chat it up with 3 people that are there.
For sure. There you go.
Thank you.
Oof.
Yeah, we got to go to Seattle. T-Mobile is probably my favorite.
I'm curious about Climate Pledge Arena because, RIP Key Arena.
I'm curious as to what it'll look like, what it'll be like. Because it's new. Like, it's new. It's just built, right? So that's... Yeah.
Yeah, it's brand new. They basically gutted everything from the roof down.
In the shadow of the Space Needle, and right next to the ever lovely Seattle Repertory Theater. Old job. Yeah, right next to August Wilson Way, right there. Good time.
Yeah, I've been there. I went to a Seattle Storm game, and I caught the Seattle Reign game when they actually played in Seattle proper. And the walk up to the press box where the Reign used to play, I have never been so fearful for my life. I was like, this is how, sorry. I'm early. I'm early.
So in like 2 minutes, we're all gonna see it.
Oh. The loveliness of multiple streams at different spots.
Oh, okay. Didn't you-
I love it. Whoa! Like scrolling through to see the reactions now. But yeah, that was a frightful place. I was like, this is how Lifetime movies start or something, and I'm not safe. But I survived.
Even walking up to your seats, it's like that old key arena was so steep. It was not cool.
It's not okay. I was like, everything is rusted. It's like one thing to be old, like Fenway.
Yes.
Or Wrigley. And then it's another thing to be a rusted tin can. Like
yeah. I mean, I saw some concerts both at Key Arena and the Tacoma Dome, which yikes. But the acoustics in Key Arena were the worst I've ever.
That goal was silly. Like the giveaway, and it was silly.
I don't want to be mean, but there are certain players that that shouldn't be in the lineup.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back and look at who gave that away now, so I'll know the answer to. I should have picked Marchessault for Tim Hortons. I'd have gotten 10 Tim's points right there. Oh wow.
There's a Selkie nominee, Mark Stone, doing his thing out there.
I think it's cool that he was nominated because it's always 3 centers, and the winner's always a center. I like Mark Stone. He's I think definitely one of the best wingers in the league right now, and I think it would be cool if he won the Selkie because wingers don't normally do that. So it's partially my endorsement. I like Barkov too. Bergeron wins it too much. He doesn't need my support. It's going to become not a center trophy this year. I'm not going to say mark my words, but mark my words a little bit. Mark Stone my words. There we go.
Look, I like what you did there. That was good.
Just looking in the chat here, who we got? I see folks from social media and book club. This is dope. Do you guys usually watch live streams of things? Like video games, hockey games? Do the kids do that a lot?
I really liked when Steve Dangle did it. That was fun.
Oh, the live
That had
reaction
like
to
a picture.
the Leafs.
Yeah, the picture-in-picture thing. That was fun.
That's awesome.
I have seen live streams and stuff, but not regularly.
No, my kid, she used to watch video game ones. She doesn't play video games. I don't understand the fascination. You know, I think like if you're gonna be forced to watch video games, like somebody play video games, it better be your cheesy boyfriend who never leaves his room and only plays video games, and you just hang out with him there. We've been, some of us, we've been there, and so, or girlfriend, whatever, not just on the internet, just by your own will. Seems strange to me, but I'm old. Okay, something happened. See Rochelle's face. And Erica's face. Oh my god, this game is the worst.
Was it that save? Oh, it's the yeah. They're having a moment. Oh, Reeves is back. Good for him. Well,
I mean,
maybe not good for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good for specifically him.
Just him though.
Oh, another scrum that he's in the middle of. Love to see it.
I want to see how this one started.
Sorry, I try to be cognizant of how I talk about players, but like, not a fan personally. Nothing against him as a person, but.
Okay, but like, I don't think he was wrong for that, because in hockey, like, you can't be getting all that close to the goalie. And
yeah, the goalie.
Say it with
That
your chest.
part. That part. You know what?
One of Vegas was in our blue paint and nothing happened.
That's why.
Listen, I just want y'all to know, Auntie don't be watching MNHL games, so I'm very neutral here. I'm just gonna call it like I see it, and I don't think he was wrong for that.
What happens when we invite the analyst on?
I know, that's great though, because personally, I don't know why. I have a soft spot for Reeves. I like him.
Yeah.
I think maybe when he was a Penguin.
Is he a bad man? He a bad man.
I guess my thing there is
he a bad dude.
He's a bad dude.
That's right. That's all right.
We come with. Yep.
My first introduction to Reeves was when he blew that kiss when he was on the Blues. When he was getting, yeah, that was my first introduction. So that's a level of petty I like. So
he come with just a perfect piece of petty. I love it. It's his recipe is chef kiss.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh God.
Yeah, and so I'm a solid 25% Caps fan, but I did really find his interactions with Tom Wilson in the final a few years ago funny. So it was good.
Anybody else get super nervous whenever the goalie leaves the crease? I can't.
Yeah.
It stresses me out.
That's not your house. Get in there.
I get that about watching Mike Smith because he does it so much and he screws it up so much. Yeah.
Oh. My God.
No goalie adventures, indeed. We're not about that. Stay in your home. You're too good for your home. Sorry, I'm old.
I just tried to mute myself on the YouTube thing because I got confused on the screen. I was like, what the? Oh, okay. Next tab.
There's a lot going on. And
so
when
much.
I heard my voice, when I went to the YouTube page and I heard my voice, I was like, what is that?
Yeah. Because there's a delay too. So I'm hearing us like 30 seconds ago or whatever, and it's a lot. There are layers.
There's so many layers.
Yeah, I have like a radio, I have like the game on silent, and then I have us. And so, we'll see if I know what's going on at all at any point in this game.
There's like a stress.
The Dallas Wings beat the Seattle Storm, speaking of Key Arena. So that's a big win right there for Dallas.
Dang.
I want to go up there. I need to go to Seattle.
Because Seattle won last year, right?
Yeah, they won in the Wubble.
Wubble.
And then they won in 2018 as well. WNBA championship.
I want to get up.
Champion team.
Yes.
I'm saying.
Too. The Aces were in the finals in 2019.
Yeah. I saw them beat the Liberty the other day. They kicked their ass.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
They got in the ass. So I was like, wow, I need to see. I haven't been to a Golden Knights game either. And my friends went to Game 7 a couple days ago and was like, I think I think they're still there. Like they didn't leave. Like I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Party these last 48 hours because, hey, town's reputation.
So if the camera pans just the right angle, we'll see them.
Probably, yeah. Probably if they don't get kicked out. My friends is ratchet. Oh.
I appreciate the DC sports fan in the chat.
Oh, is there one? What they saying?
Just go Mystics.
Yeah.
I got to go in the Mystics locker room whenever we went down to see the Capitals, the very first Black Girl Hockey Club meetup in DC. That's where we got to meet like Braden Holtby and the other guys was in the Mystics locker room. I think that's pretty cool.
That's so dope. They don't play there anymore though. They're at the practice facility now.
I got to see some aces. I got to see. I'm going to go to the next round if they beat the Avs right now. I'm going. I don't care. I'll sneak in.
Dude, Tanisha, those tickets are going to be so expensive because just regular games in Vegas are super pricey.
Oh, is that Queen Chanel? Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I'm going to check on my meatloaf and my dog, BRB.
I know, I got to feed my dog too. He's staring at me. Hi, Chanel.
Yes.
How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. I'm good. I hope you guys are good too.
Yeah, we're just talking mess, watching hockey, you know, hanging out.
It's like a meetup. What
is the name of this? It's got a very special name, Isabel.
Oh, Palooza. I took that from, it was an interaction between Ayana and Rochelle when we were planning a meeting a while ago. The Pride Playoff Palooza.
The Pride Playoff Palooza. I love that. I love it. I know that our first intermission's coming up, and we're going to try to do something. Maybe like we'll think of it.
We can do introductions, like say who we all are and what we do with BGHC and also in general. And
I love that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I will always mute the intermission show. I don't want to hear what they say. I've heard it a million times, and
it's all the same stuff anyway.
It's all the same stuff. And if you, Rochelle, you're a Penguins fan, I don't want to see Dave Telestrator another time in my life. I don't care, Dave, about your Telestrator from the 1980s. Nobody cares. Sorry, Dave. I mean, it's not that bad. Sorry, Dave.
I have friends who watch the NBC intermission just to look at Patrick Sharp. So.
I mean, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, wait. I'm curious, actually, Liz, in the chat, how do you have half an arena scene, like 5.5? What's the 0.5? Did you go to the arena when there wasn't a game on? That's my guess. Anyway, I've only been to 2, but I want to say, yeah.
0.5. I would love to hit all the arenas. That'd be so fun. I've been to a few though with Black Girl Hockey Club, Capital One, Madison Square Garden. That one I was like blown away. I was so excited to go see a game there. That place is huge.
Who plays at Capital One?
Yeah.
What?
Where is Capital One? I don't know the names of the arenas.
That one's DC.
That's the DC one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cute. Tight.
The Capitals play at Capital One. That's fun.
I know, it's confusing.
A better name than Ball Arena.
And it's not spelled the same. It is, and the capital.
Let's not be personal here.
Differently. Here.
Well, I'm trying to name other arenas that also have weird names, but they're just companies, so it's not very.
Barclays, Renee, you've been to Barclays, right?
No, I haven't. The only one I went to in New York was MSG. I went to the Bridgestone. I've been to Bridgestone. I've been to the where the Canes play. Oh God, what is it called? I can't remember. They all have like corporate names anyways. The only one that I haven't been to that I want to get, I want to get to.
PNC Arena. Sorry, go on.
PNC, yes. I want to see the Maple Leafs play at home.
Oh yeah, I almost said the ACC. I still call it that. Scotiabank Arena. That's actually a lot of fun. That's the one I went to most. That one and Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa here.
Yeah, I went to that one for a hockey hall thing. So it was and CWHL RIP All-Star game.
All-Star game.
Yep. And then I went to Staples with you, Renee.
Pardon?
I said I've been to Staples with you.
Yes. Staples is probably my least favorite arena because I've been to the very top of it and it's terrifying. It's terrifying. And every time I'm there, I will never buy the cheap seats at Staples because it's scary to be up there. It's like walking up a ladder. I'm not good with ladders, and
and it's freezing up top too. It's absolutely just bitingly cold up there, which is weird for LA. And like, we're not used to that. We're not made for that. We're not built for that here. And to get I have so many layers I wear whenever I go there.
Yeah, if you're down low, it's not bad. And I have for some Clipper games, but like, especially for Kings games too. I had a box for one and it was okay. But like, I see if you had a heights issue for sure, it is like.
It is. It's terrifying.
It's like a.
Amelie, that's Tampa?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
That's Tampa.
I've been to Amelie, but for women's basketball. I see Liz in the chat talking about it. Bridgestone, Nashville. What's San Jose and Anaheim? Because I've been to those two.
Anaheim is Honda, and
I still call it the pond.
I still call it the pond.
Yeah, it's the Honda Center.
They made it because of the it's called the pond.
My issue with arenas is so the Oilers play in Rogers Place, the Canucks play in Rogers Arena, and then the Toronto Blue Jays play in the Rogers Center. So it's a lot
of Rogers.
It's a lot of Rogers.
Who's Roger?
He controls all of our phones, I guess. It's a telecom, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Who's Roger?
Imagine calling customer service at Rogers and asking to speak with Roger.
I know the Roger of Rogers Arena, so be careful who you're talking to.
Roger from Sister Sister?
Go home, Roger!
Go home! That's like the only thing I thought of. I was like, Roger?
Liz in the chat says that Bridgestone is her favorite. Liz, when we went to the Black Rock Hockey Club meetup in Bridgestone Arena, we purchased our tickets, and so they didn't. Something's gonna happen.
Are you ahead of me now?
Yeah, Tanisha, how do you do that? I feel like I'm way behind.
I don't know.
My thing's the ads. They're headed down. They're going. She's gonna. Flower. I don't know. Yeah.
It was just a false alarm. Sorry. Continue.
False alarm.
All right.
So anyways, I was just saying that at Bridgestone, we sat with our backs against the top of the arena, like the wall in the back of the arena. And I don't think I've ever actually been that high up in any arena, like in those seats. And it was packed. We bought our tickets when they were almost sold out, and that's why we got those horrendous seats. But literally every single seat in that arena was filled. I've never been to anywhere else that has happened. And oh my God, this was like the year after they got to the finals, and they were incredibly loud. I have a video somewhere on my Instagram where I'm just like showing how loud it is in that arena after they got a goal. It was ridiculous. Bridgestone has so much, just that whole area has so much energy, and it's so much fun to see a game there, honestly. I forgot it, but the seats were so uncomfortable, and just that part, but it was the energy was really good. Come on, nice. What's going on here?
Tripping.
Marsha so is real mad. Like, that guy is salty.
Yeah. He can stay mad, frankly.
Oh, Verizon Center.
Let him stay mad.
Verizon Center, says Renee G in the chat. I feel like that's what I knew it as the Verizon Center, not Cap One in Washington.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, I don't know who she be.
I know they changed the names of arenas so often.
So
I still haven't been to a game in person, so I'm waiting for that opportunity.
We're gonna get you there, Owen.
Seattle. It's happening. The road trip.
Seattle.
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute for Seattle. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Same. I would be honored for that to be my first game experience.
Yeah, we're doing it. When is the draft, anyways?
Janelle, we coming for your
July. Sorry.
Yeah, the entry draft, the expansion draft is the 21st, and the entry draft is like 2 days later. It starts like 2 or 3 days later. It's like, oh my god.
Are you going?
I am not, but I likely will be covering it, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Okay. Boss lady over here. We will wait and see. That's the thing.
Yes.
You say it and we're like, okay, we're gonna wait and see. Erica's covering
the
draft.
I mean,
it was a tiny bit of a dive. Sorry, go on.
I don't think it's like a secret, but I'll tell y'all because we family. But so I'm actually wearing my Locked On shirt today. But for the Locked On podcast, I will be the founding host of Locked On Seattle Kraken.
That's amazing. I'm telling you, it's serendipitous. It's happening. It's happening.
It's all happening.
We've got the energy. Chanel brought it in, and Erica is just blowing it up. I'm feeling it.
Let's go. So
yeah.
I'm putting together the schedule. That's why I was like, oh, the dates are this and that, because I just had to go through all of that today. I spent most of the day on hockey stuff, which was great. I even caught some of the World's overtime. Canada.
I was watching that too.
Yeah. Finland. Oh my gosh, they look so sad. It was.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the World Juniors, where it's the exact same thing, but they're like kids.
Right.
But
fair. But yeah. So it was all hockey for me today, and laundry, which I still have unfolding. All right. I'm at 120 left in the first. Where y'all at?
The puck just dropped at 136 for me.
I'm at the Makar penalty.
We're
everywhere. You know,
all of us.
I'm like
representative
the same
of us
with
being
Owen.
individuals.
Yeah, exactly. This is intersectionality.
As long as I'm not the last.
Work, you guys. Sorry. I had to do a panel this morning. So it was on my mind.
I watched that. I got like 2.5 pages of notes out of it.
How was it?
It was early.
Atlantic time.
It was Atlantic time, which I don't believe is a real thing.
That's kind of like Phoenix. Doesn't Phoenix, they don't like operate in they don't do daylight saving.
Exactly, yeah. And then somebody was telling me that, little flowers, little face, that there is a 30-minute time zone too.
Oh, Newfie time. That's the real fake one.
Newfie time, yeah.
It's half an hour after Atlantic, so that's 4.5 hours.
I love that for them.
Yeah,
that's wonderful for them.
A lot of mental math involved in communicating with someone from there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And Puerto Rico also daylight savings.
Does it? They do not do daylight savings.
They do not. I learned that.
That's why. It is a sham. The hockey conference went really well. It was an hour that went really fast. A good panelist, good conversation. Yeah, it was good.
hey, Erica, there's someone in the chat who does the Lockdown podcast for Washington for the Caps. Who knows someone who does that. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, I'm trying to think who does the Caps. I believe it's one of the women hosts, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the name right now.
Might be.
Hello.
This is over. Vegas on pace for 45 shots. Good for them. But
y'all have to keep throwing these out just to victimize me.
It's fun the fact. Stats. I'm not. I don't control what they do. I just report. Are you shooting the messenger? Is that what we're doing today?
Maybe.
She's gonna kill the messenger if her team doesn't score again. So we just got to put that into the universe as well.
It's like the unstoppable force of my love for the Avalanche, and then the immovable object of your guys' love for Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's see who wins.
I'm sorry. Can we all just have a good time? You know, can we all just have a good time?
Not in the playoffs.
I know, right? Oh God. It's all right. The playoffs is the time of the year when I mute people, and then I unmute them sometime after the banner raising of their stupid team. And
so all summer?
Then we could be friends again. Yeah, all summer. I don't want to hear it. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I never said that I wasn't a typical ornery Pittsburgh fan. I just hide it better than.
Oh no, when the Caps won, no. So many people muted that summer.
Salty.
So many people.
I was Salt Bay. Yeah, I was.
I'm glad y'all didn't know me then, because I would have been obnoxious.
We knew Fatu, and
you survived. So did she,
and we survived, and so did she. We all made it to the other side. So you know.
But she was muted for that summer for sure. Like
that was a hard summer. I'm gonna tell you, that was a hard summer. They were just so proud of themselves. Oh man.
There was
hurts.
Sorry?
Oh, I was just gonna say I think it hurts extra whenever the team that defeats your team wins the cup. You know?
But now you know how the Caps felt 2 years in a row before that.
Well, yeah, but I'm not worried about the Caps.
Also, thank
last year.
No, I was gonna say also thank you for pointing out it was 2 versus the 1, just for the record. So
go ahead. I remember like last year when the Stars beat the Avalanche in Game 7, I was like, I should out of good sportsmanship root for them to go because they beat us, but I was like, I want to see them get humiliated, and it was a 2-0 shutout in their elimination game, and that felt really good to me. Obviously, the Avs winning the cup last year would have been so much better, but if that couldn't happen, that also worked for me. No offense to any Stars fans in the chat.
Remember, 2 years ago in 2019, I made a really random guess that Dallas would win the 2020 Cup. And they were so close. I could have been right. But also at the same time, I guessed that Colorado would win the 2021 Cup. So I still like being right. So I still want that to happen. From 2 years ago, the wild prediction. Who knows?
Also, we're such good hockey fans. I didn't even notice it was on intermission. My bad.
I was just about to, I was like, I think we're in studio time now.
Yeah, I see them, but I haven't muted. Maybe I'll pop over to CBC because sometimes I care about what they have to say.
Yeah,
we have a Stars fan with no offense taken, so that's good.
Good. Thank you, Jacqueline. Okay,
I appreciate.
You guys want to do introductions?
Yeah. So
I think we should.
Sorry.
Say your name and what you do with Black Rock Hockey Club, and then your favorite hockey team and your favorite hockey player. They don't have to be of the same one.
All right. I was in university way too recently. Let's go around around. Say your name, your major, a fun fact about you.
Icebreakers. We love them. Teachers love them.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna start?
We can go alphabetically. We could go Renee first because everyone always wants to hear from you, and then Chanel, Erica, myself, Owen, Rochelle, and then Tanisha if she's back.
She's watching her putt. She might not make it back, but we'll save her for last. Okay. My name is Renee. I'm a Scorpio. I like short walks off long piers. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so my name's Renee Hess. I'm the executive director, founder of Black Girl Hockey Club. I am still in my pajamas today. I've changed my shirt 3 times, but I have not taken my pajama pants. So that's what we're doing. Oh, that was a flashback. I was like, there was a goal during intermission?
You can't do that to me.
It was a Colorado goal during intermission, so that was nice. And you wish. You're like, we just snuck one in. That would be awesome. It counts. And my favorite hockey team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tragically, I know. And Evgeny Malkin is my favorite player. I don't want to hear anything about it. Who's next?
Chanel, I think you're up.
Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I'm dying this weekend, so just don't mind me. I'm Chanel. I'm a volunteer here occasionally when I'm not doing the most, always, all the time. I'm for the sake of not being bullied, I'm going to say that my favorite team is Seattle Kraken. It's a perfect time to say that, Erica, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to come on your show this season at least once.
You already know, sis.
I'm inviting myself on. I actually considered applying for that, but then I realized for a huge conflict of interest that might be, and I chose working for them instead of for Locked On. So that was fun. But I'm glad you got it because now I'll listen to it. And that's it. I think I'll skip the other question. So it's your turn, Erica.
Okay, cool. Tight. My name is Erica. I'm from New York. I'm a Taurus. I work as a volunteer for the Get Uncomfortable campaign with Black Girl Hockey Club, specifically on policy and coalition and organizing. And I also facilitate and moderate panels and now virtual events every once in a while. So thank you, Renee, for inviting me to do that. My favorite hockey team is the Riveters in the National Women's Hockey League, because that's the first hockey team I ever claimed outside of the fictitious Mighty Ducks. And my favorite player, this is so hard. What am I going to say? Blake Bolton, Def Hobby.
So was your birthday recently or soon?
It was May 8th, yeah.
All right, because it's Gemini season now. My brain mixed that up. Anyway, I'm Isabel. I'm also a Scorpio. My birthday is 2 days after Renee. I remember that. That's how I remember hers. And I am BGHC's admin assistant. So if you email the inbox, you might get a response from me or you might get a response from Renee, depending on who's around at any point in time. And I also do some scheduling and stuff behind the scenes and some committee stuff. So a bit of a few things. I'm from Toronto. I live in Ottawa now, and my favorite team in the NHL is the Leafs, with a little side. We'll say 60% Leafs, 25% Caps, and then the rest I just go off vibes. And then in the NWHL, I've been it's been tough between the Riveters and the Six, because an old friend of mine plays for the Riveters now, but Six expansion team, hometown, that's hard to do. And then I'll say in the NHL, Nicholas Backstrom, and then in the NWHL, Michaela Grant-Mantis. My brain always calls her MGM Grand because I like Ocean's 11. Is that it? I think that was everything.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. And can we all say our favorite NWHL team? Because I forgot to say mine, and definitely the Ribs, and Soroya, because she's pretty dope. She's pretty amazing. But MGM Grand, girl, she is out of this world, and so good at the game. Honestly, she's really good. So
I also root for everyone Black.
Obviously,
all the Black women professional players. So I just want to specify, actually, because anyway, I'm not going to do that tonight. Not tonight, but I root for everyone Black and Indigenous as well.
There we go. Who's next?
Is it me next? Okay. I forgot the alphabet for a second, pardon. I'm Owen. I'm a BGHC volunteer, mostly working in the Get Uncomfortable pledge. I handle kind of all the data. I'm also that person that is tweeting the Avalanche every day with memes to get them to take the pledge. Tomorrow's gonna be day 55, I think. So we're really in it now. And I'm a Pisces, and what else? My favorite NHL team is the Avalanche. I also like the Canes. I think, and then my favorite WHL team, I'm torn between the Riveters and the Six as well, Isabel. And favorite players, I really have too many to name. I'm wearing my McKinnon jersey, so I'll go with McKinnon and for the NHL, and then for the NWHL, I think I'm going to go with Anya Packer, because one day she will be a Colorado Avalanche. I'm working on it.
It's looking good. It's looking good, Owen.
The jersey I got of her helped, I think.
What I missed, I'm sorry, my dog jumped in the pool, as he should, because he's smart. So I had to get him out and stuff.
We're doing intros. You're after me because you're at the end of the alphabet for us. So
okay.
Yeah, I know. So the questions are, who are you and what do you do for BGHC? So Rochelle, I am the secretary for BGHC, kind of all over the place when it comes to committees and such. So keep everything going. Favorite thing I'm doing right now with it, I'm gonna say, is the mentorship program with me, Tanisha. It's super exciting and I love it. I am a Gemini, so welcome to Gemini season. Gemini's forever. Birthday is Wednesday, so thank you. Favorite team is the Pittsburgh Penguins, and got some love from my hometown team, the LA Kings, as well, but it's going to be the Pens. And can't pick a favorite between Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. I'm not going to try. Two-headed monster forever. For the NWHL, it's the Ribs. It's Soroya. Easy peasy. Soroya's amazing. Can't say enough about her. Did I forget a question? That's it, right? Okay, good.
I co-sign everything you just said. Co-sign, stamped, except the Pens and the Kings part. But it's my turn, right?
Well, then you don't co-sign.
I co-signed like 3/5 of it. Yeah. But if my Zoom name didn't answer it, I'm Tanisha Singleton, interim president on the board of directors for this here awesome nonprofit. I live in Las Vegas now, so let's go Knights. Sorry, Owen. I'm a Gemini as well. My birthday was the 28th. I am now 38 and fabulous. Yes. What else was I supposed to answer? Oh, what do I do here? I don't know. I do a lot. In NWHL, yeah, it's Riveters, it's Roya, like co-signing all of that. Favorite dude, I mean, Ovi is just, I just always have a lot of this for him. And then also, I know he's controversial, but hey, Ryan Reeves, DM me, they're open. My DMs are open. I live here too. Our dogs can play. Let's have a play date with our dogs.
Shoot your shot, girl. Shoot your shot.
I'm rooting for this.
You miss every shot you don't take. So
I think Michael Scott said that, right?
Sure.
I was like, is it Michael or was it Gretzky? Or did they both say it? I feel like
they both said it. They both said it.
You miss 100. Well, didn't Jordan say something about you miss 100% of the baskets you don't take? Like, there's always iterations.
Do you? I don't know how basketball works. Do you take baskets?
You shoot hoops?
I genuinely
that's
don't
as far
know.
as I know basketball.
You shoot hoops. Yes.
You shoot the shots.
Shoot the shot. Yeah.
You shoot the shots, and if you make it, then it becomes a basket.
You made a basket. Pass.
Correct. Yes.
You made a basket, but you don't take a shot. You take
a shot.
You take a shot. You don't
take a basket.
No, I mean, I don't know why. It's a good question. I never really thought about it until just now. Honest.
It's not a good question.
It is.
I mean,
you're a linguist.
Yeah, okay. You shoot your shot. You shoot
if
a basket.
If you don't know basketball, I think it's a valid question.
I guess. But I've never heard.
You shouldn't come in hot.
I'm just saying, it's 108. It's 108 in Vegas.
I can't help coming in hot.
It is hot.
I am gonna Google that.
Okay, let us
Celsius.
Because you shoot your shot.
Oh, that's hot.
What happened?
What is it in Celsius?
I had to Google what 108 Fahrenheit is in Celsius.
Oh, yeah, my conversions are bad. I don't know.
Well, what is it?
Like 42 point something. I think we hit that today in Ottawa, actually, or like almost 40.
My low is like 81 Fahrenheit.
Ugh.
I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming it's also hot.
I don't know the rest of the world's metric system because I'm an American.
81? Yeah. I think that's like...
Tori mentioned that you're the only country who uses...
We're the dumb Americans that use, gallons and miles and shit. Like, I don't know.
We never said we were smart. We just said that's what we do. Like, we do it. Doesn't mean we're good at it.
They're like, even when I go to the gym and they have the plates, I'm like, oh, it's this many kgs. I'm like, why?
For shame.
An American gym.
I apologize on behalf of my country. I was just born here. Don't hate me, please.
I honestly saw something today when my husband was watching a recipe, and the guy says you need 500 grams of chicken, and I still don't know how much that is. It seems like quite a bit. I don't have any idea. Why would you measure chicken in 500 grams?
It's like just over a pound. That is a lot of chicken. Wait.
Just say like a chicken.
No, it's not. A pound?
Yeah, because a kilogram is 2.2 pounds, which means 500 grams would be 1.1 pounds.
I don't know.
That's a lot of chicken. So that's like a chicken.
I don't like numbers. This is a lot.
I got into hockey to not have anything to do with math.
Analytics.
There's no math today, guys. Come on. No stats.
That's my goal for at some point in my life is to learn how analytics work. But I minored in physics and I'm never going to use that in my life. So I might as well be obnoxious about it in my life, in my social life. There we go.
I respect it. Oh, another commercial.
Is it back on or?
Okay.
Might be
for me, we are back to Kenny and Eddie. So we're in arena now. We're getting a on-camera shot from the booth. Kenny is wearing a black pinstripe suit with a purple tie, white shirt, and Eddie's got a nice blue.
It's a nice blue. I just have really bad quality on mine.
Yeah, it's a slight, but the pinstripes are there for sure. Now we're getting a crowd shot. We're getting a crowd shot, and we're pulling out toward the glass, and now we're back on the ice because the Golden Knights are going to start this period on a power play. All right, there we go. And
the stream comes with described video.
The scene has been set.
Oh yeah,
this tie looks kind of basic to me.
The paisley one?
No, the purple one. Soft ass lavender. What is that? I'm sorry. I told you it's hot. I smell my meatloaf and I'm not eating it. So it's making me feel
the meatloaf.
No, I keep deciding when to get seconds of my supper.
Oh, she said supper. Oh. I love that. I want to start saying supper.
Dude, you should totally start saying supper.
I'm done. I'm making a post-it.
If it helps, no one else I know says that
today,
either.
and someone was like, your vocabulary.
Start.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Liz says Kenny Albert is basic though, so you should say it.
Wait, oh, my stupid wrestling back. It says start saying supper.
Start saying supper.
Start saying supper. Going on.
Is supper like early dinner though? I thought
it was like dinner and then supper in like fancy people language. Although most people I know say dinner. So I think it's like an Atlantic Canada thing because I picked up some of that side of the family. Like
so dinner comes first and then supper? I always thought it was supper. Oh.
Supper is late. It's a late night meal traditionally. Apparently.
Okay, I'm thinking of
luncheon and then dinner, then supper.
I thought supper was like meal 2.5, but it's like meal. Oops.
Uh-oh.
What
happened after power play? Don't tell me.
Is the power play over?
Dreams.
Oh, wait. Oh. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Owen.
Oh, I'm behind. What happened? Is it good?
Plenty of time.
Ah! Yes! Had to put Macho Man on that.
There you go. You know, one thing that happened in Las Vegas when, that was a good one. When I saw a hockey game there was the guy in the row in front of me threw up. And I've never had that before. He just barfed all over the aisle and everybody had to leave. And I was like, I hate Vegas. Like, I feel like that was Vegas, the city, not the team. And like the fans, I hope. But that was intense. I do remember that. That was like the first game I saw there too. We got better seats after that. I'm just trying to make you feel better, Owen. Vegas is stupid. We hate them.
Apparently dinner's actually the fancier usage.
I'm just suffering in silence.
There's still most of a game left.
Really? Dinner doesn't seem fancier.
I guess it's because like if you're used to hearing it.
Exactly.
Because like, yeah, what I read was that supper is the informal meal if you're having it at home, and then dinner is if you're going out to eat to a fancy dinner. Like a dinner party. I wouldn't hear supper party, but then again, you don't hear supper much anyway. And then supper is usually like a midnight or later snack after dinner.
I'm learning all of the things.
So am I.
Liz says that she went to a Brewers game last month and that happened. Yeesh. And then you do see some wild things at baseball games, including people just brawling. There was some dude who like ran on a field in like a minor league baseball game because the pitcher, gave some sweet chin music to one of his players. And they were like, both teams were like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing out here? You don't belong.
You said sweet chin music. Oh. Name the pro wrestler whose finishing move is called sweet chin music.
Okay, wait. That is.
He's my favorite of all time.
Oh, it's the Heartbreak Kid, right?
Yes. What's his other name? The Heartbreak Kid. What's his name?
Okay, it's wait, I know this. Yeah. Okay.
He was also founded DX with Triple H and China.
His name is. Why is it Michaels? Something Michaels, right?
Yes.
Oh my God. Why can't I remember? Wait, don't tell me. I'm going to get this.
Yes. So
His
close.
name, the Heartbreak Kid. I keep wanting to say, I know it's not right, but I can't for some reason get Stone Cold Steve Austin on my head. Totally different person.
But it starts with that letter.
Is Steve Michaels?
Starts with that S though.
It's not Shawn Michaels?
Yes.
Shawn.
Good job.
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, sweet chin music. Yes.
I was there at the Pond, not the Honda Center, when he won the first time. at WrestleMania 12 when he beat Bret Hart in the first ever Iron Man match.
Bret Hart, yes.
The Hitman, Bret, the Hitman Hart.
I used to watch wrestling with my grandfather.
Same, actually. That's how I knew all of this. This is the only era I ever watched. Was I watched with my dad and my grandpa.
You can name the two people in my virtual background.
So that's let's see, the Macho Man, right?
Yeah.
What's the rest of his name?
I don't know the other guy.
Well, the Macho Man, you know the rest of his name.
Randy Savage, yeah?
Yeah, Randy Savage.
And the other Hall of Fame announcer, this guy. Mean Gene Okerlund, come on.
Mean Gene Okerlund, okay. See, we're doing trivia now.
Yeah, that's the pro wrestling segment of today's event.
Okay, what's the guy? I like know his move, but I can't remember. He used to roll with Triple H, but he was a little shorter and kind of had like red hair.
Who?
And sometimes he would wear cornrows, and he would do the bum 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 boom, and then he would come down like that. What was his name?
He wore red.
Side, and then he would roll his legs, and then boom, that was his move.
You're talking about the Road Dogg Jesse James?
Yes, the Road Dogg.
Yeah, he was a part of the New Age Outlaws, the tag team with Billy Gunn.
That. Yep.
I love him. He was one of my favorites too. He's fun. I like wrestling.
I just like that move. I still remember.
Yeah, he's like, oh, good shot. That was fun.
That was so hardcore.
His little shimmy.
Hardcore.
Why? Oh, my dog is so mad. I'm not giving him meatloaf.
Non-asking person.
I appreciate y'all talking about wrestling, so I don't have to, risk talking and then swearing live on this YouTube stream.
We got you.
I did it a couple times.
I am thinking a lot of what the heck happened to the Avs, but
ouch.
Yeah. They're still not over those 45 seconds.
Keep rubbing it in. Let's just
for
shout outs.
Chirping, I feel like chirping is welcome. Is and should be welcome.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Shout out to Therapy in the chat, who also lives in Vegas and knows how hot it is like me.
So hot.
I'm gonna check on my dog because he's doing things.
Oh.
My dog has completely taken his bed from one side of the room to the other side of the room when all this was happening too. So he's sleeping on this side of the room now, apparently.
He's rearranging the feng shui.
He's just, exactly. Yeah. He just felt like moving furniture. Why not?
He's like, it's Sunday, Mom. There's nothing else that we're doing. Let's spruce up the room, move the bed, put on new sheets. I like his style.
I love it. In addition to hockey, that's what I did. I changed all of the sheets, like just got some fresh energy. It's feeling good. Ooh.
That reminds me, I got to go put my sheets in the dryer so I can do that tonight.
I just did that too.
You know what?
It's that
I love that for us. And I think that there's nothing better than, fresh sheets on a, Sunday night. I feel like my grandma used to do that. We would wash all the sheets on Sunday, put the fresh ones on Sunday night. This will be the second time I'm putting on clean sheets because my husband was drinking a lemonade in the bed yesterday and spilled it all on my side of the bed. And I was like, oh, okay, well, now I guess we're washing sheets again.
That's something that I do for even just self-care. Like if I get into a bad mood and I get upset or if I cry, just anything, I'm just I turn into a cleaning zombie and I clean and sage if I have it and then clean my sheets. Cause it's something about fresh sheets. When I get in that bed, I'm it's just, yeah. And take a nice shower. And I'm no, I'm going to wash off all the bad juju and get into the bed and hop. And it's all good for the most part.
Nice.
Yeah, in all the ways, like very cleansing. It's like, reflecting your space is really good because then it helps, like it helps center your soul, I think, as well.
Totally.
Indeed, I'm here for it. Y'all let us know in the chat. What do y'all do to just reset the vibe?
I was going to say, it's just a nice reset at the beginning of the week, just to clean sheets. Let's go into that Monday, because I know my alarm goes off at 4 a.m. So
get after it.
Which is bonkers to me, and I respect you. I had to work a 4 to 4 for a marathon once, selling shirts at a marathon, and that was definitely one of like the longest days of my life. I can't get comfy.
This
people in the chat, it's so hot. How do you stay comfortable? Please send me tips.
You eat a very ripe white nectarine.
Keep a fan trained on you at all points in time, even when I'm sleeping. That's if I don't have my AC on and it's almost 40, which is like 100 for you guys, I guess. It's just like carry the fan around with you, plug it in wherever you are, and just
Liz, I'm with you. I am all about a nice soak. I love taking baths when I can, going outside when it's not hot as Hades, preferably. But yes, outside is a good reset as well.
Oh, and a bowl of ice in front of a fan? Oak tree with off the glass. What?
That, and also if you soak it or wet a towel and drape it over the back of a chair behind the fan, it's also something similar. So if you do both, you have an AC basically.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Because I knew that like when I used to work at a certain large theme park in California, and one of our tips for if we were cold was like we'd get like cold water bottles and we press them to our wrists where our pulse points are, and that would like calm you down.
I'm getting all the tips here. I love it.
You guys are like AC MacGyvers.
AC and a cold beer, also a good call. I'm gonna get food. I will be back.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not that interesting. I'm just like watching and waiting for us to score.
I mean, that actually is the point of the stream, is to be watching the game, I guess. We're just doing all the extra fun stuff.
I could be more entertaining.
Ooh, I'm at 11:22 right now.
I'm at 11:44.
Yeah, I'm at 11:46.
Yeah.
Just got to 11:22.
Ah. Oh. God.
Yep. That was our clock line. Ooh, a nice cold ice rink when it's 90+ degrees. That actually sounds fantastic. And I never considered that before.
Yeah, we did that a few summers ago. My parents did. Just found one that was open. It's a good call.
Yeah, that is a good call.
I'm adhering to Bernadette's principles, even though it's ginger beer. I feel like it's still hot. Okay, wait. Now I have to watch. Oh yeah.
No, I don't like.
There's a scrap.
I don't like this at all.
It's still happening. 20 seconds in the future, it's okay. I think it's done.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah, that's not cool.
We got some prison rules going on. Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
Burakovsky committed a war crime.
Yeah, that's not.
I love him dearly, but he definitely committed crimes.
War crime.
Ice crimes. Yeah.
Ice crimes with Andre Burakovsky.
Oh yeah, that's gnarly, bro.
Who thinks that's a good idea? Was that on Tuck? Who was that? Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, clothesline.
Why would he? Why would you just
clothesline? We manifested that because
we
clothesline
did.
is
Like wrestling.
Yeah, behind the back lariat. Oh my god.
Like what possessed him to just?
They heard SummerSlam's going to be in Vegas and decided to. Oh, it's a Royal Rumble.
Truly. Oh, okay. We've got people in the box to the left, people in the box to the right. Oh,
what's that thing? Clowns to the left of me, and then whatever, like, and then
Joker's to my
in the middle.
Right.
Yes.
And
Okay.
middle.
Wait, what did Tuck do? Well, probably yeah. 4-on-3.
Yep.
There are so many missed calls. It's pissing me off. Am I allowed to say piss? Renee's not here. I can swear. And
yeah.
Am I allowed to say this?
Shanice's here. Yeah.
The whole let them play in the playoffs as people get hurt is never going to be okay with me.
it's
I'm
never
like,
the same. Like, call the rule book.
Right. Because all they're going to do is the testosterone level just goes up, and then they just start fighting, and then people pull each other's hair out as they're on the ice.
And
like,
especially in these series, it carries over. It's like, oh, you know, last game you did something to me that didn't get called, and then you didn't get fined for it. So therefore, I will be committing ice crimes against you. It's
because
just bad all around.
Yeah. And you think of like back a couple months ago or whatever with Tom Wilson, same deal. And now when people are getting suspended, like Nazem Kadri getting suspended for that that headshot, he's appealing it on the grounds of Wilson didn't get anything. I was going to say something else, but yeah, yesterday that spear on Barzal only happened because Barzal, who is it, Krejci, cross-checked the other guy like 5 times and didn't get called for it. So
they need to call cross-checks. Like they can be so dangerous. Like there was like, I think it was like Taylor Hall ages ago. Like he got like I think he took like a puck to the face or something, but like he was only in a bad position because another player was cross-checking him in the back and caused him to fall. And it's like, just call things. You know, we have a rule book, use it.
That part. Yes. Vitamin bloop on that, Tanisha.
Vitamin bloop, I forgot about
Vitamin bloop.
That Venus, oh my God. Ed Serena lost his straight sets this morning, broke my heart. But Venus came with it on that post interview. Look it up if you haven't, folks. Hashtag vitamin bloop. Why are we just standing around? Ow! Sorry.
Do I need to panic? Should I cover my eyes?
Do you want me to really tell you?
That wasn't it. Well, considering it's a power play, I'd be. Oh, there it is.
I'm now concerned that this was all a plot to bully me personally as the fan.
Now I'm dizzy. Oh God.
I was gonna say not with the spin chair.
Oh, I'm dizzy now. Ugh. But it was worth it.
Yeah.
Wait, what time is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to park it's time for Pose series finale.
Huh?
Pose.
Girl, enjoy it.
Yes, I will come back.
All right, girl.
Bye. Love you, mean it.
Vitamin bloop.
Vitamin bloop.
Renee, you missed it. I spun around and got dizzy.
And I sincerely hope there was no cursing while I was gone, Owen.
Yeah, Owen.
Really under a microscope this
Never.
game.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Considering we're down 3-1, I think I've been on pretty good behavior. Can we acknowledge that a little bit?
Such a trooper, dude, honestly, because I would be so salty if I were you. So I love you. I'm just teasing you. I had my headphones off and I was actually putting my stuff in the dryer. And then I heard, well, Renee's not here. It made me laugh.
It's cool. Tanisha gave us permission.
Yes, I told you.
In absentia.
We're following Tanisha's lead, and if she curses like a sailor, we all are cursing like sailors.
I appreciate.
And she's been good, so I've tried to be good.
Right, I have been pretty good. I've had like 2, 3, 4 slips. That's not bad. I'm on this minute. That's not bad.
For me, it's like, what's the meme that goes around? It's like, tell us you went to parochial school without telling us you went to parochial school. That's me. I could be in any situation and not say a curse word, nary a inappropriate term.
Oh yeah, shut the front door. I got all of them.
Yeah, truly. And so it's fine. But one of my favorite qualities is that I indeed do curse like a sailor. And if you are my friend, you know about me.
I'm trying to remember that I find sports fun. I'm trying to remember that I'm here to have a good time.
You've seen my completely bipolar sports are awesome, sports are whack tweets where I just go back and forth because it's totally contingent upon the result and it's fair. The cherries are in season and delightful, by the way. For those
Honey, they're not in season here till like August. It's geography.
Like
July maybe.
I sent my kid to the grocery store and she brought back blueberries, like organic blueberries. It's a huge package, but they're so good and sweet, and some of them are sour.
I don't know if it's just the few little parts of this game that I'm actually really paying attention to, but the Avs are playing much defense, which is weird because they have such a good defense. Like one of the best in the regular season, yeah.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but like Vegas really like I love the first game, obviously, but like we won the second one somehow, but like this doesn't look like how we normally play. And like we've been defensively solid, but normally I'd say that we're pretty good about having like that good mix, and I don't feel that right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of those like 50-something shot games they would have in the regular season. Now it's almost 2 periods and they have 13.
And they used to be so much better about like not letting other teams get shots, but like they had 40 the other game, or Vegas had 40 the other game, and it's just respect to Vegas, I say reluctantly, but that's that's the kind of thing.
Grubauer too. I think my theory.
Grubauer.
My theory for what happened here is, do you remember like a week ago or however long ago it was when the Vezina finalists were revealed, and we had a little chat about that in the Slack, and I was like, it's gonna be Fleury or Vasilevsky. I don't like Grubauer's not gonna win. I think he heard me and decided, screw you in particular. I'm gonna
Like everybody didn't think he'd get it. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he will get it. I'm not in that circle, but like he's been playing out of his.
Yeah.
Auntie Janelle. Hi, Auntie Janelle. Hello. I had you come say hi. Hello. I love you so much. Hello. Hello. Ow. These sharp puppy teeth. I can't. Say hi. Say hi.
I was trying to read the message on this like ginger beer cap, but it's in patois. So I'm gonna Google it.
Wow. Say hi. Say hi. Stop trying to be a zombie. No zombie puppy. Ow. No zombie. Eat your own hand. Hi. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Somebody come get this dog. What are you doing? What?
He's my favorite thing that's on a screen right now because the game is not up there.
Say hi. My name is Cleophas User King Singleton, and I am 5 months old, and I have a little bit of puppy teeth left. I'm getting neutered at the end of the month, and I don't know what that means, but I like to put things in.
Yeah, no one tell him.
Yeah. But I like to put things in my mouth. Like my mama's hands. Hi. Hi. Oh. Okay, go down. Where's your ball? Go. Go play with Moosey. Get off me. Ugh. Can't with this dog. Yuzaki. Yes, he is. Ow! Ow! Did you just bite my tit? Oh, he did. Cleo. Oh. Oh, that's bad. It's a bad puppy. If you can see him right now, he's like, "What'd I do?" Look, he's like under my desk. Wait, let me turn this background off because it's confusing with multiple Cleos. Preferences. Cleo, what are you doing? It's dark over here. Why'd you bite Mama's tit? Why? Why? Why?
Do you think he learned what neutering means?
Yeah, he Googled it right quick. And he was like, wait, what? How you like it? Chomp. You stay right here. Don't do nothing. Okay. Damn dog.
I just realized Montreal has won 6 straight games. That's silly. The Habs have won 6 straight.
The Avs knew what that was like.
How does it feel to know that that streak's going to be broken by the 2021 Montreal Canadiens?
I'm having a great time. I don't know what you all are talking about.
Sports are totally fun and essential.
I might have to change locations at intermission. Get new vibes. Like we were talking about when Erica was here, cleanse, get things settled.
Change some sheets right quick. Yeah. Put another jersey on, maybe. I don't know.
I don't want this one to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time I'm wearing this jersey.
Yeah, but it's
supposed to be good vibes.
Isabel's like, yeah, but see how it's not working.
Isabel, but the evidence.
Okay, fine. I will get a new jersey. I have a couple options. I'm gonna have to think.
Isabel, off the top rope.
At this point, it's bullying. This is bullying.
Like, see how it's not working? Yeah, maybe.
She's trying to improve the vibe. She's trying to give you just, advice on the cleanse and the resets. We're here for you.
Rope with the chair. I'm fearful.
If it helps, I can't wear my one good Leafs hat before games anymore because the one time I wore it before a Leafs game, John Tavares almost died. So I can't. Yeah.
Girl,
that one was rough.
I got myself a Malkin jersey. It was the first jersey I ever got, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear this jersey. And that was the game that Sidney Crosby got concussed in the playoffs a couple years ago. They didn't end up. That was the year that the Washington Capitals won, but it was that game, and I was like, I'm never wearing this jersey again, and I haven't. I've given it to my husband to wear at games. And it seems nobody dies whenever he wears it.
Well, that's good.
You're real. Like what other type of like fan, not phobia, but like superstition?
Superstitions. Yeah.
Like players have a lot of that.
The players have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sidney Crosby in particular. I remember reading like
What is he?
He has a jock strap that he's worn since junior. The same one. Yes, I have.
You gotta bring it with you.
You have to lead with that.
Yeah. The Taco Bell bag.
The man has worn the same jock strap since junior.
Stop. No, he hasn't.
Yes.
Oh my God. There's a whole, I'm gonna send you the link, Tanisha. There's a whole like little YouTube video about his superstitions.
Sydney's rolling around with crotch cooties. That's like
he's like embarrassed of it, but obviously like he's won some cups, so he's not
can't stop. Won't stop.
Yeah,
he's the peanut butter thing, like the peanut butter thing too, and like won't walk by the visiting locker.
He has like a sandwich thing.
No, the spaghetti is 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Like
yeah.
I love that man.
All I know is we should always be in that suite when he walks by with Jack Johnson holding in a box, because who won? The Penguins won, because he saw the Blackbird Hockey Club crew at the game, even though somebody almost fainted. Love her.
Oh my God.
What other super?
By the way, I heard the rest of that story. I know that you didn't say who it was to protect their identity, but I heard it.
I did. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Who else has a crazy superstition that's maybe hygienic?
Hygienic.
I have one where my best friend and I are Yankees fans, and there's certain times where we can't call each other during the game because they would lose, and we just refused to. We couldn't talk to each other. That was it, and that was back in like, I'm gonna date myself here, but like the late 90s, early 2000s run where they were actually winning World Series and stuff. So yeah, like where you sit, who you call. Like if you called me during I'm watching my team play and we lost, you're not allowed to call me. I'm not gonna pick it up next time. That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mine are, if someone might get a shutout, you can't say the word shutout. If someone might get a hat trick, you can't say like Marchessault has 2 goals, right? But I can't say he might, he might get an H word. Right? Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think I've had any superstitions that like I've made like that I was serious about. I can't think if I ever really did.
I don't
My
know.
dad once yelled at me for saying shutout.
I mean, I definitely like when I was watching wrestling and stuff, like I had to wear
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
well
New
done.
Jersey.
Okay.
No, wait,
Your
abs, not
vibes?
devils. Did you get it? Because New Jersey. I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm really sorry.
I got it.
That was funny. That's what happens to my phone all the time. It like auto corrects it to the capital. I'm like, I'm never talking about the state.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah,
that wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't. No, just kidding. I love you, Isabel. No, yeah. I'm trying to think of my superstitions. I usually try to like, for me, it's mostly like wearing the same jersey, all those kind of things, and as the thing goes. And so, as long as the win streak is.
The ones in the chat are funny. Bernadette was talking about, well, Michigan football, the Wolverines were losing, so he went for a walk and they started playing better. So he came back and I wouldn't let him in the house. And then they won. So, and then what else was in here? About being late to a game. So now they're always late and the Stars always win. Oh, nails painting for tonight's game. That's good. I got to do that. Oh, the puppy. Hi. Oh, what are you doing? Hello.
What's the dog's name, Rochelle? I'm forgetting.
I know, me too.
This is Thumper.
Thumper.
Hey, Thumper.
Oh, we get together.
Mm-hmm. Hey, can you not lick the mic? That's weird. Don't do that.
Oh, hi, Thumper.
Yes, Tamar, dog licking.
Oh, I have another question thingy. I remember doing it at it was one of the events in February, and I know Rochelle and I answered it, but I don't think anyone else here has. What's the most memorable experience you have going to, or I guess in Owen's case, watching a game?
Live?
Yeah. Attending a game. It can be a BGHC meetup. I think that would be most people's answer. But
that's totally mine, because that's where I met Rochelle and Renee and everybody. And then that LA one.
Yep. On the rooftop at Staples Center, holding a beer.
Holding a nice cold brew. That was nice. That was fun times.
Yep. Standing there, teacher was like, hey, the rest is history. The best.
It is. Renee, we were saying, if you missed it, the best live experience at a game. And naturally, we said it was when we met at the Kings Golden Knights game.
Obviously, that was amazing. Whenever I saw, God, was this the very last hockey game I went to? I don't think it was. That would be too dramatic. But I went to go see the Penguins play in LA. I'd seen them already once that year. And I think it was my last game. Anyways, I was on my phone trying to post a picture of Gino doing his stretches on my Instagram. And I got freaking hit by a puck on my arm that Chris Letang flung over the glass because I wasn't paying attention to him play. And I was like, dang, Tanger, like, you're gorgeous. Okay, I get it. But it was so funny. I literally, actually, no, it wasn't the last Penguins game. This happened a couple years ago because I had, my bruise was right there. And that's where I got my tattoo, my hockey tattoo. It's a hockey stick with some begonias that my friend Meg drew. And me and two of my girlfriends, we all got the same tattoo when we were in Vegas to go see the Penguins. But Chris Letang giving me a puck, like, I've had some pretty cool things happen at hockey games. Of course I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I still have all my little pucks that I got, my little pucks. But I got the puck and it landed on my arm, so there was no disputing that it was mine. And this little white boy was standing next to me, and I was like, "Sorry, kid, it's mine. I don't have any pity for you, son."
Chris Letang has spoken. He chose you.
He chose me. He was like, "Pay attention to me," and I'm like, "Okay, I will." So that was my that was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, I still haven't been to a game in person, but so I think I might say like a game that I really enjoyed watching live from the comfort of my own sofa was, I think it was one of the games against the Arizona Coyotes, the one where like Donskoy got a hat trick in like 2 minutes of ice time. That was really fun. I liked that a lot. It was like there were just so many goals, and by the time I finished celebrating one, another one had already happened. And I just remember like watching this game being like completely flabbergasted.
I have two. One, the best like I saw was in Ottawa. The one time I've seen the Caps, it was the second last hockey game I saw in person. It was when they won. They beat the Sens, which is not hard to do. But it was when Ovi matched and passed Marc Messier in goals and on the all-time list, and I saw that live and in person, and it was great. It was a fantastic time. And then the most memorable, which is not 100% the best, was the last hockey game I saw live last February. It was the David Ayres game, which was a lot as a Leafs fan and in general.
So like I became a hockey fan in February of 2020, and I was getting into it like for a couple months beforehand, but didn't start watching the games until like February 22nd, and that was the one time, which was the David Ayres game. So I watched that live, and then also watched the only time the Avs beat the Kings that season in a like 2-1 shootout something. And like, so I was like, oh, I'm like, if this happens all the time, then I'm down. But like, it doesn't happen all the time, and I was still down. But oh man, the David Ayres game.
That was a lot. It was a lot. Very surreal in person. I was it was funny. Okay, because you know how it happened in the first period. The one goalie, Reimer, got hit and was out after the end of the first, and then in the second, it was when Mrazek went out and David Ayres came in. And I was texting my friend, who was, first of all, my friend was watching the Sens Habs game. And I remember before the game wondering, why are they showing this Toronto game on CBC when they could be showing these two Canadian teams instead of one Canadian and one American team? But they showed the Toronto game. Turned out in hindsight maybe a good call, but who would have known? That's my one conspiracy theory, that it was an inside job, that being a joke. Anyway, I was texting my friend sitting in the stands.
David Ayres was an industry plant.
He was an industry, yes. And my friend texted me, said there was a scuffle and Brady Tkachuk kind of fought Carey Price, and I was like, that's hilarious. I wish something that interesting would happen in my game. And the moment I sent that text, I look up and I saw Peter Mrazek get bowled over, and that's how you know the emergency backup's coming in. It was memorable. It was definitely something,
to say the least.
Yeah.
And then also, because we brought this up, I feel like we have to kind of mention, like, if you guys don't mind me doing like the shout out to Steve Dangle, the Steve Dangle podcast, they always mention Black Girl Hockey Club and the pledge. I always like that as a fan of all of it. So rip to Steve and Leafs fans.
Steve is one of, like, whenever Black Girl Hockey Club was just a twinkle in my eye, I put out this, and you may have heard me tell this story before, but I put out this research question to hockey players of color. And I was like, can somebody please retweet this? Because I have like 5 followers. And bless him, Steve Dangle retweeted it, and it went viral. And I always remember like him being the co-conspirator in that moment to really push the name and the mission of Black Girl Hockey Club out there. Yeah, it was really cool. I never forget it, dude. And he's always down to, I had asked him to do something about the Get Uncomfortable pledge on his podcast, and he was like, yeah, no problem. I got a lot of love for Steve Dangle, dude. Yeah. And his show is hilarious, honestly. And little baby Dangle too.
Yeah, I remember the shout out he gave out on the podcast or one of his videos or something, and the huge spike in Leafs fans on the pledge right afterwards. It was very nice.
That was what was insane. Like, I think if I don't have the figure in front of me, but like I feel like Leafs fans are like the most popular team fan base to take the pledge. And I think one, that's like what happens when orgs take the pledge, and also, you know, what happens when people, like notable people involved, take it. And, you know, the Avalanche should take the pledge. Sorry, cough. And
we're working on it. Oh man, we're working on it. But when Toronto did it, you know, they did it for real. They did it as an organization. They had me on their podcast, their official team podcast, which is hosted by a Black guy. I can't feel it on my head, and was so well put together. It was like one of those podcasts you hear with like the intro music and, you know, the cuts, and it was like real storytelling. Not just, you know, no offense to all of us who do podcasts sitting in our basement, but it sounded like professional, you know? And it was really an honor to be on the Toronto podcast. And then they continued to reach out to Black Girl Hockey Club. And I mean, I've talked with Isabel about it, that I want to go to Toronto to see a game, man. I got my passport. Let's do it. I'm back and ready to rumble. Let's go.
I gotta get my passport. I gotta do that like now.
I know. I was gonna say. So if y'all were to pick a favorite Canadian team,
I thought you were about to say favorite Canadian. I would have picked you, Isabel.
Not even Steve Dangle.
You're my favorite. Steve doesn't DM me back.
Come on, Dangle.
Slide into my DM. What did you say earlier to Bree? Slide into my DMs. Yes. They're open.
They open at her.
It was Scott Willits, the in-arena announcer for the Leafs. That would have been the one you talked to on the podcast.
He was great, and
in-arena host.
I really just love what they're doing up there. And I always thought, Isabella, it was going to be Vancouver because they're West Coast, and I'm like, oh, West Coast, but you know, I like the Canucks, I really do, but I've always kind of had a soft spot for the Leafs anyways. I've seen a play down here in California multiple times. They're always the game that I go see around my birthday, because that's when they come to the States, is the beginning of the season. And so I always get myself Leafs tickets for my birthday, and I get myself them. And so, I really want to go to Toronto to go see the game. And to just support the organization like they supported us.
And this time of year is nice, Isabel, yeah? During
season? I'm in Ottawa, so it's harder to tell, but we are having highs maybe just under 100. So not much better, unfortunately.
Not bad. As long as
also, the Leafs don't play hockey in June. I was
going to say, what are we going to go in June for?
Yeah.
No offense, but
I got there first. You can't get chirped if you say it first. What's the RuPaul's Drag Race thing? If you can't chirp yourself, how the hell? Yeah, that's
I feel that as a Penguins fan thing.
Steve Daigle's in the chat.
What?
Steve Dangle.
I told him. I told him we were talking about him.
What's your at? I told you gotta give him the at, yo. You can't just be like,
I can't speak.
Oh, this is my
I'll do it for you.
Oh, and you can't retract that. I still have to be your favorite Canadian. You said it. We have a record of it.
Dave. The ad is coming.
Your team is losing, but you're winning.
Owen.
But you're winning. So
Owen,
I got you.
On.
It's Owens.
I got you. I just put it in the chat.
Oh no, it's in the chat.
I got you.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Can Steve come to our party? Can I send him the link to our Zoom?
Yes.
Steve, come in and
I'd love to have him.
Steve, send me an email if you want to join. I'll send you the Zoom link.
There we go. June chirp.
He heard the June chirp.
I'm sorry. We're sorry.
I'm a Leafs fan. I want to make that clear. I want to make that very clear. I am a Leafs fan.
And that's why she can say these things. As am I. I love the Leafs. And
Spidey senses, Liz. You're right.
They're not your favorite team.
Yeah, no, that's you, Isabel. I know.
Now
it's like hot in Colorado, but I'm blushing.
Now, if Ryan Reeves could grab his phone right quick in between.
Ryan, why isn't Ryan Reeves in the chat? Come on.
I know. I mean, it's in between periods, just
in
check.
between, yeah.
Come on, right? Just hit a sister up one time. One time. Steve, do me that solid and like hit up Ryan. I'm sure your boys and tell him.
Steve said that he's a tired dad brushing his teeth before bed. We understand, Steve. Thank you for following me. You're an absolute sweetheart. Love your content. Love what you do for Black Girl Hockey Club. I'm dying. But I still have to say Isabel's my favorite Canadian, but you're like my favorite Canadian man. Like over can that work? Is that okay with everybody?
Where does Nathan McKinnon rank here?
He also doesn't respond to my DM, so he's lower than both of you.
Almost like it worked once. Let's go. Let it ride. Let it ride.
I feel like Nate McKinnon might be busy, but when he watches the replay, I think he'll be in.
We're shooting shots here. I'm telling you, didn't I tell you?
100% shots.
Shooting shots and making it happen. Aw, thanks for the nice video. Owen blushy.
Oh my God, I have tears in my eyes.
This is the. I don't care. I'll say it. I don't care if the Avs lose. This night is a W for me. Like, we've already established that.
They're definitely.
I didn't even notice the third started a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, they're back, and
they're such good hockey fans.
Yeah, I have to reset my thing and like totally. Dangle crushed my stream.
Oh, look, Sebastian is in the chat. Hey, Sebastian.
Sebastian, what's good?
It's so good. I'm glad you're here, bud. I've been thinking about you and your family.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're here, Seb. Look at Flower doing his thing. Oh, sorry.
I'm still having a great night. Nothing can taint this. I don't care.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry, what?
There's an Avs game happening.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
What am I wearing?
I really can't wait for the expansion draft, you guys.
Really?
I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous for my team because I don't care. I don't care. They're not going to take Sid. They're not going to take Gino. I don't care. You know, I'm not married to any of them. Besides, they need a shakeup, honestly. I'm looking forward to this expansion draft though, because the Vegas one was intense. Is that how it always is? That was my first expansion draft that I ever experienced, and I got to see it live, you know, so that was intense. So this one feels a little less, because I think we all knew they were going to take Flower, right? Like we all, I mean, it was a thing. Everybody knew it. That's why I was there. And I think this time it's a little less clear who's going to be plucked from teams. So I'm kind of excited to see how it all shakes out. And I'm rooting for
interesting.
Seattle. Yeah. And Erica said it was the 21st was the expansion draft. Is that next month, I'm assuming? Not this month, right?
July, right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sebastian's wife Felicia is giving birth in just a little over a day. I feel like that baby's been cooking forever. That's amazing. Wow.
I hate everything.
If Rantanen scored, I would have gotten 10 Tim Hortons points. But oh wow.
I just would have been happy. So would have been a win for all of us if Ranch and Squared.
You're like, nothing can turn your mood upside down. Whew, that was close.
How did he know? Oh, that was close.
Too close for Mama. No, off the knee.
If McCarr scored, I also would have gotten 10 Tim Hortons points.
And again, I just would have been happy about it.
So would I, because I would have gotten 10 Tim Hortons points. If they both scored, I'd get 50.
Ooh.
And you'd be very happy. So.
And I'd be thrilled because the game would be tied.
It would be nice to have a team win the cup that has time to get uncomfortable pledge though, wouldn't it? Who do we have in the mix? Is it the
Carolina, and that's it. Oh, yeah, did the Avs do it? Right.
No,
not the Avs, the Isles.
Have not done it yet.
The Avs have not done it quite yet. Owen is on top of it with her meme-ification.
And Renee is being a very good sport about all the memes.
I love it, honestly.
It is awesome. What'd you say, day 55?
It's day 55 tomorrow of memeing.
Yeah, you're like Tom Hanks and like, was that Castaway? Like, didn't you do that as a meme? Like him with all bushy things?
No, you send that to me. I'm saving that one.
I was just gonna say you need to do that.
Yeah. No, I have that saved. I'm saving it for day 60 for 2 months of it. I try to do like little milestone kind of fun things.
And like Wilson over there and
The High School Musical one so far is still my favorite. I'm like ranking it. That's my favorite so far.
Oh, I love that one.
That was a good one.
And you did the one where like the guy's with his girlfriend but looks back at the other girl. I love that.
That one's my most popular one. That one has like 300 likes or something. And I peaked there pretty early. That was like day 3.
You're like, I peaked.
Oh, hey, Ashley's in the chat, y'all. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. If you're in the Slack, you can join our Zoom.
You want to join the Zoom, Ash? We'll send you a link in Slack. I thought did the Islanders do it, Owen? Did the Islanders like publicly do it?
Their AHL
let me check.
Their AHL team did it.
The Bridgeport formerly Sound Tigers.
The Bridgeport formerly Sound Tigers.
We never figured out what that is, but
I'm checking my notes.
Did something for us during Black History Month. I know they did like
a community spotlight thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they had actually like.
Okay, I have the list. So Seattle Kraken, Washington Capitals, Carolina Hurricanes, so they're still in it, and then Toronto Maple Leafs, LA Kings, Vancouver Canucks, San Jose Sharks. Those are the teams that have taken it. And then I think teams on like only like a couple like NHL players that I've like recognized. Like haven't like have taken it personally, but
sorry. Marcia.
Damn, I see that. Okay. Jeez Louise.
See, you didn't jinx it because that definitely happened. You should have.
Wow.
H word. I don't even. Yeah.
You know, I got to see a hockey game one time that had a H word. It was the Penguins hockey game.
AG double hockey sticks. Vegas is doing that hockey.
But I was like the only Penguins fan in my section, and I was wearing my favorite Penguins hat, and I didn't throw it. I still feel guilty about that.
Hats are expensive, though.
Yeah, especially like these ones.
That's the thing I was worried about.
It's a classic hat. My winter classic beanie. Yeah. I'm not giving that away. That's hard to find.
Yeah, that's the
was
thing.
Was that at the Ducks game?
Yeah. It was big.
I have like.
You were there?
Yep.
I loved it. You, me, and Tanisha are like at rotating hockey games.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always found the hat thing funny because there's a restaurant my family used to go to where they would like, as you like came in, like if a guy was wearing a tie, they would cut off the tie and then hang it up on the walls. And like, like that was like the thing. You couldn't really like get out of it, I think. And I was feeling like with hats.
Somebody cut my tie. It was expensive. Same thing with hats. That's so funny, Rochelle, that you were at that game. Where we were sitting, I remember I contemplated throwing, because I take a hat for myself and then I give my husband like a hat that I don't like as much, so that if there is a H word, we can throw one potentially, but we were behind the netting because we had pretty, I think I like to sit in a specific place. And so we were behind the netting, and if I had thrown it, I would have either had to move and throw it, or it would have hit the net and fell down onto like the third row. So I was like, yeah.
I think if you're on the lower level at a game, the rule of thumb needs, like, you bring the hat that you wear, and then you have like a burner hat. You have like a really cheap. You found this at like Valley Village or whatever you guys have as the equivalent, and it was like $5. And you need the experience of throwing the hat onto the ice because, of course. But
I wish I would have done it, honestly.
Just for the
how
experience.
You're going to get that experience, we just weren't in the position in the arena to be able to actually get it on the ice.
Yeah, no, we were way in the back, so I would have had to have a hell of an arm to get the hat to the ice.
And they weren't going to help me, sometimes you can they'll throw the exactly.
Am I a terrible sport if I turn off all sides of the game except for you lovely people and then just vibe?
No.
Totally appropriate.
I would have done it already, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly. No hockey, just vibe. I like that. That's how we roll as Penguins fan, right, Ashley?
Damn right.
No hockey, just vibes.
Just vibes.
It is what it is. Did you see us speak that Steve Dangle encounter into existence right now?
I saw him pop up. I was
vibing in that.
I was gonna say, this means we have to do this again.
Kinda, and
for sure.
He said that he'd be down in the future. I feel like we should definitely have him on
another night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do this again. This has been fun.
I mean, we're talking about doing it during like next time the NWHL or PWHPA is on, but sooner as well if we're feeling it.
If I can, let's not talk about the game.
I just turned it on. Did somebody get a hattie?
Yeah, Jonathan Marchessault.
Freaking Marchessault got a hattie.
Oh, wow.
Eric is right. Same score as the earlier game.
Don't recommend looking in his likes. But yeah, sometimes it happens. I mean, the Vegas arenas, and from what I understand, it's insane to play in. Those fans are intense, and I respect that.
They're intense. They're so funny because I went there the first time the Penguins played the Knights. I went to that game because I had to, and it was the time when we got this tattoo actually, and they were so. I mean, how long had they been in existence? Like 4 months at that time. They were so possessive of Flower and so snarky to the Penguins fans that were coming in. And I don't know if it's still that way, but that game, there were more Penguins fans in the arena than Knights fans for that first Flower versus Sid game. And it was just, oh my God, it was so much fun. Sid almost scored on Flower. What?
I said Pens fans travel well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, very true.
There was a really good article written by Ryan Clark, and he talked about kind of especially in Colorado specific, this is when he still covered the Avs beat, talking about fans going different arenas and how a lot of Avs fans are, and when you go to the Pepsi Center, as it was called then, it's a lot of mixed jerseys, and there are a lot of reasons for that. And a lot of people in Colorado weren't from here, aren't from here. And also I think, a lot of people who are hockey fans, around that time when that was happening, the Avs were not a very good team. And I feel like that's not the case currently.
I wonder if it's going to be like that for Seattle too, because I actually lived in Seattle for a few years, and when I was there, everybody I knew was transplants. So everybody brought their home team stuff. So I wonder how that's going to be with their Kraken fan base and stuff like that. Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of, native Seattleites, but wonder how that's going to translate to the fan base too.
It's going to be interesting. But I mean, if I was a Seattle person, I didn't have a team, I would jump on that jersey so hard. I talked about this earlier in the live stream. I cannot wait to buy a Seattle Kraken jersey.
Yeah, and they're going to have a lot of bandwagons. I know multiple Leafs fans who are not jumping ship, but have their eye on a different ship as well. So
it's good to have options,
Exactly.
Like you're always going to have your main team, the one that can hurt you, as the Pens are for me personally. That's the one that hurts when they lose, and then you'd be like, oh, this is my acquaintance team, and that's okay.
I thought I was doing that with the Cats, but they also hurt me a little bit, less so. But
call it a mistress team.
I think it's important to have multiple teams. You got to have different vibes. Like I started getting into the Sens, but I just think they look fun, And I thought it was important to have like a different team for each division, so I wasn't stuck seeing the same teams every day,
Yeah, and there's always a game on that you're interested in.
I don't understand when folks get upset about people who are multi-team fans. I really, when I started off, I had no idea what I wanted to watch, so I was watching everything, and I still do like to watch everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the Pens, so honestly.
I didn't have a choice. Like, Pens are on TV all the time here. So
yeah, that's the thing. I find it varies depending on how you became a hockey fan. Like if it's a hometown team or if it's a team your family liked and just kind of indoctrinated you into, like with a lot of the Canadian teams, that's just, then usually it's kind of that's just that one team and you don't have much of a choice. But then if you're a newer fan and you only started watching hockey a few years ago, you don't really have that loyalty as much, I guess.
Yeah, that's for me, like it's coming into as like a later hockey fan. I know a lot of you probably relate. Like, for me, it was like I was living in Los Angeles, but I was homesick for Colorado. And then that's when I, kind of was like, maybe I'll get into like a Colorado sport. And I've been dying to get into hockey. So that's how it happened with me. But, like for a lot of people, it's like, oh, my parents like cheered for this growing up. And, it totally depends. And I like how personal it is for people, like which teams they cheer for.
I fully blame the internet for my Pens love, so it happened there.
I blame the Pens themselves. I remember whenever it solidified my love was Christmas break one year. I think it was I don't remember what year I tell people, but it was like 2015 or 2016. And I had all this time. I was on YouTube and I watched In the Room. At the time they had 6 seasons. And I watched all 6 seasons, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I love you now. We are best friends, and
we're invested.
And I'm invested in everything about this team." And they did it to themselves when it comes to me. They recruited me with that show. I was looking. I wanted to be a Stars fan, but they have horrible social media, in general. And it never panned out. But the Penguins have such a great presence online. They made it easy to be a fan for them. And I'm contrary anyways. I'm not a big local team fan. I want to be able to boo. I like to boo.
Yeah, I was trying to be a Kings fan because I was like, I'll have one local team because any of the sport I'm into, that doesn't work. But yeah, then I was August 2015, stumbled across In the Room, and the rest is history.
Didn't get into the local teams. When I started watching hockey, Pens hockey is just, that they won the cup that year that I watched In the Room. They won the cup that year in 2016, so it must have been 2016. And I just kind of casually watched them win the freaking cup, And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is what it's like to be a hockey fan. This is amazing. It's not like that.
Not always. No.
And then my spoiled ass got 2 cups in a row, and I was like, oh yeah, they say Isabel says it's not like this, but it's like this.
No, no, it's not.
It's not.
Let me tell you, I've been watching those Flightless Birds since 2002. It is not like this.
Okay, I'm invested now. Like you said, Ashley, I'm invested, and I'm just gonna stick it out. I'll die soon. You know, I've already got 40 more years of Penn fandom. I can handle it.
Nah, they when I started watching, like they hadn't even drafted Fleury yet.
But you had like Lemieux, right? You saw Mario.
Yeah, Mario was still playing, but it was like this weird. They were trying this Generation X thing.
Yeah.
And they were bad. They were so bad. Like they'd win a game here and there, but it was like, I mean, who are these guys? But they tried so hard.
Yeah. I love the Penguins documentary that they put out. When they put that out.
The 3-hour one?
The 3-hour one, yes.
I
the
love it. I love
one.
it so much.
I've seen it like 3 times, and it's really good. I learned so much Penguin history from that film. Honestly, I think teams should do that because not everybody has access to hockey in the same way. You know, like you were saying, Owen. Everybody's story is so personal. I really do think when teams can connect in a modern way with fans, I know Tanisha, I'm preaching to the choir over here, but that connection via social media, it can make all the difference, truly.
They started that in the room after, what was it? The HBO, the 24/7, the Road to the Winter Classic. You know, they got a good response from that. So they said, hey, we can do this ourselves. And it's been pretty good.
They do such a good job. It's a good show, honestly, for a team kind of documentary that they do.
Yeah,
it's actually really well done. And I would be remiss not to bring up the Penguins media team winning the freaking Emmy for that Sidney Crosby.
Twice,
yeah.
Twice.
Twice.
Emmy winner, Sidney Crosby.
Every time he falls down, I'm like, that's 2-time Emmy winner, Sidney Crosby, right there. You got it.
It's a quarter of the way to the EGOT. I want to see him win a Tony Award. That's it. That's all.
Oh my god.
For his rendition of Slow Motion.
There should be like a hockey musical. Like, can we talk about that?
Can we talk about this? Who's writing this hockey musical? I feel like
a very old
official BGHC
already
production.
exists. It already exists on AO3, you guys. Come on.
God.
Damn, I can't do it. But no, there's like an old movie, like musical, like, oh, it's like called like I Love Melvin, and like Debbie Reynolds plays an actress who's playing a football in a Broadway football musical. Rochelle, do you know what I'm talking about, Rochelle? That's amazing. And no one else knows of this movie. I'm so thrilled. And I'm like, I wish that there were more like sports musicals, but I feel like those are like, you know, like the Venn diagrams of people into sports and the people in the musicals are like in different rooms, stereotypically, but like I feel like they totally should have more fun with that.
It can be on ice.
Oh yeah, it can be like one of those like Disney on Ice things.
It has to be on ice. It has to be on ice, honestly. I just picture, like, honestly, one of my favorite, I think my favorite hockey movie is Goon. And I just picture, like, that type of musical.
Goon the musical. I
would
pay money to watch Goon the musical.
I would pay good money to see Goon the musical.
I watched both those movies for the first time over the holidays this year. They were great.
The first one is an instant classic. The second one falls a little bit short, you know, but I really think the first one did something. It's one of my favorite. I love sports movies, even though I'm not a big sports fan, but I've always loved sports movies. Goon is a good one.
Goon is great. I like Slapshot. Well,
I had to watch Slapshot for a class last semester.
There were so many things that didn't age well about that movie, but I still love it immensely.
There's a reason we analyzed it, I guess, for a class, but it was good. Mm-hmm. And I've seen the first two Mighty Ducks, and I think that's about it. I count Bon Cop, Bad Cop, but I think that's very specifically Canadian. I refuse to watch Miracle because it's American propaganda.
And not that's propaganda. That's what happened.
That's exactly how it went.
That's what happened.
Who do you skate for?
Yeah. And again,
I finally saw it. I thought it was a really well done movie.
I've never seen Slapshot though, because I'm afraid that it's going to be racist, and then I'm going to be like, "How do all my friends like this movie?" So
I don't think it's racist.
Want to know.
It's not. I would say it's more homophobic than it is racist.
Yeah,
it's still not good, but it's
right.
It's like that kind of racist that's like it's not like there's no like people of color.
It's the kind of racist that's like it's any sentence that starts with that.
It's racist. It's only racist if there's no black people.
It was like the kind of racism before Trump, like the acceptable racism, where there's like some pre-16 racism.
Oh Lord!
I was going to lose this game and I get canceled. That's how this is going so far.
And I want to hear that. It was the kind of racism that what? ...
There's no way I can finish that sentence and still be a part of BGHC, so I'm just going to shut up.
It's like when people say only believe what comes after the word but. In this case, it doesn't matter what you say after. It's just you said what you meant to say.
And this is why I don't watch Slapshot. That's exactly why. I don't even want it.
I do think we have had that conversation when I was watching it, and
like I went to film school. I still it's fun to watch I love watching old movies, but it's also really fun to look at them critically, not forgive them for the sins of their past or whatever, but you can't go into it without being cognizant of those things in case you accidentally ingest those biases. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm trying to sound so smart.
You can learn a lot about the social norms of a time by consuming the media of that time. So that's
the film and the literature. I feel the same way because I was a literature, I studied literature, and there's a lot of stuff that I really like, and I wouldn't even been let in the house, when I'm reading it. So last night on the side, I watched One Night in Miami. Is that what it's called? One Night in Miami. It's on Amazon. And there was this horrible scene where this pro NFL footballer is visiting with a local older white gentleman, and they're having a wonderful conversation on the porch and they're having lemonade, and it's very southern, and then the wife or the daughter inside says, "Daddy, come help me move the furniture," and he's older, so the football guy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come help," and he's like, "Oh no, we don't let N-words in the house," and I was just like, you see, it's just that dichotomy right there. Michelle, it's just I prefer you be upfront with your racism than the sweet talking me on the porch with lemonade type of racism.
That's kind of
But media can really give you a sense of what was going on in the world when art was being created, or really looking at the art that is created, and what comes out of that. It really does reflect. I wonder, like we look at the quarantine movies that are starting to come out. You've seen people the movies about quarantining, or you can just get that. What was that black and white one that came out on Netflix with Zendaya?
Malcolm and Marie.
Malcolm and Marie had that quarantine vibe, right? I just think art is going to have that in the next, decade. We're going to see a lot of that from this lockdown. I don't like it personally. I don't need any reminder of being alone.
That's the thing. I really vacillate back and forth on that, Renee, because it's like, man, I don't really want to be reminded of a lot of this, but I think also that it could totally be said of that people probably did create good content based on their experiences of this that I would like to see. And I was watching the movie Love and Monsters with my friend today, and it actually, like, I thought it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun watching it. This isn't sponsored, but it could be. And and we, we were kind of talking about it, because like the whole kind of like, actually I'm not going to spoil it, but I thought it was actually pretty good in terms of like, like, I don't know how intentional it was. The movie was like started to be made in like 2012, but it kind of worked as like a, like vaccine, like now that we have vaccines, like, what's this new this new stage of the pandemic, like what does that life look like? I thought it was really well, like looking at it through that lens added to it for me. But but it also had monsters, and it didn't have people wearing masks, and like and it didn't say COVID, like all those things.
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of what I was thinking of earlier in the conversation about how you can analyze culture through the media that represented. That's what I think of, and that's why we watched Slapshot, was that it was very, very, it was an exaggeration, but it was representative of what hockey culture was like in the 70s, with all, the fighting and how the players would act. So it's, for that reason, it was worth the watch. So that was a goal. Cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was it.
Oh, goodness.
I'm curious on the music that's going to come out of the quarantine period more than the movies, because that's a bunch of people that were locked in with their own thoughts for a long time.
I'm pretty sure Beyonce is writing new music.
There's been some activity. I'm feeling that same thing, so I'm interested in what's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was some breakups.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were breakups. But like, did anyone else see Inside by Bo Burnham?
I was just about to bring that up. I watched it last night. That is a man going through some shit, because if we're allowed to swear. Yeah.
And it's now like 5-1. I'm really, like, I think everyone should give me claps for the fact that I have not sworn on the stream. I'm waiting for applause.
Are we not supposed to?
We were. I was trying really hard, and but I think Inside, don't recommend watching it alone personally, but like I think it's a very interesting kind of portrayal of like what isolation felt like last year.
Yeah, I did watch it alone at like 11 something. It can be a lot to be alone with your thoughts and that, but if you're in a good mental state, Are they still reviewing this?
I thought they called it a no goal, and then they said
now
it was
it's a coach's
challenge.
So they're reviewing goalie interference, and now is it in? It's in.
It looks good.
No one pushed him. He just was out of position. Didn't get a grip on. Yeah.
The only thing I've seen of that special, by the way, is this one clip where he's like white women's Instagram, and that's the only thing I've seen of it. And it was so accurate.
It was accurate. Yeah, it was good.
It was so accurate.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. There we go. Is that the last review?
Yeah.
Who knows?
They challenged it. Does that mean they're... Yeah.
Does that mean they get a penalty?
I assume as much, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado has a penalty.
And they're playing the goal song again. It's a bop. I have no issue with that one.
The thing I don't like is like when they do the goal call and it's like the tingling ringing sound. I hate that.
Scoring for your golden that bit.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't mind the goal song. Like I don't mind the goal horn because they stole that from us. I don't mind the goal song because I can vibe with Panic at the Disco, but.
Yeah, the in-arena announcer dude has a lot of character in his voice. That's it.
Is nobody wearing masks at this arena?
They have not been, I don't believe.
Because the only reason I thought of it was some of the.
I haven't seen one mask.
They were wearing masks. The girls.
I guess they're optional.
Is that optional?
They're supposed to, but I don't think it's being enforced.
Yeah, I don't see any.
It's like maybe it's if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, but you're no proof that people are vaccinated. Maybe it's like that.
I mean, that's what the same, like Trader Joe's said that, and it's like nobody is checking at the door.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I was at like Costco and I asked them like, "Hey, what's your guys' mask mandate?" Because I had one, but they were like, oh yeah, like if you're vaccinated, I'm like, oh, do you need to like check my card? And they're like, no. I was like, okay.
Like, they trust America with an honor system.
And that's worked so well in the past.
Yeah, it's easy.
Pretty sure in California our mask mandate ends next week, and I don't doubt that we'll have an uptick of cases.
Of course we will.
You know, at the end, and summer is coming. People are going to be wanting to. I've already seen people going out and doing stuff, and I want to do that too. But I am vaccinated, so like, you know, it's different.
I haven't been to.
I wear my mask everywhere though. I haven't been to movies either.
Yeah, in the chat, masks aren't required anymore. I'm assuming that's at T-Mobile. So there we go. I'm 50% vaccinated now, which is a good pace for Canada because we're all slow. But
that is, you're halfway there.
Living on a prayer. Yeah.
Take my hand.
I say this as an ass fan. I think it would be really funny if Vegas scored 2 more goals and it was 7-1.
I want to point out that the auto transcription just said I say this as an ass man. Anyway, go on. But also 7-1 would be funny.
Like I say everything as an ass man. And but I would say this specifically as a Colorado Avalanche hockey fan.
I mean, we are watching hockey.
We are watching hockey, so like so true. But
Oak Tree's getting her first dose tomorrow.
Nice. Woo! That's awesome.
Get that sweet medicine in your vein. We're on. Not bad.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to a hockey game, but I'm probably gonna wait for a bit, you know. Maybe
Seattle.
not this fall. Seattle needs to. I hope they have their stuff together, COVID wise. You know.
I'm assuming maybe by then the border will be open because I want to be there.
Yeah, they announced like that, at least like I think, you know, the border being open just for hockey players. I think it's like the next. Yeah, I think it'll shift.
As of today, Canadian government saying.
I mean, all I heard was it's for hockey, so I guess that means you can cross the border to go to the game. Like that's how I'm interpreting that.
Yeah. So. If they can cross borders to go to hockey games, I can cross borders to go to hockey games.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's discrimination.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was just the players that could cross.
I could be a player. I could. It's an entirely new team. They can't prove I don't play for the team.
Yeah, we're the Black Girl Hockey Club. I mean, doesn't it sound
we have hockey
like
club
we
in
play
the
hockey?
name? Yeah.
Hello.
Every time I try to tell somebody about BGHC, they're like, "So you guys play hockey?" Like, no. I have a stick.
I have skates.
Yeah.
Between all of us, we have a full set of gear.
Yeah.
Owen has lots of jerseys. We can make it work.
We have so much fun. I have too many jerseys. I can happily donate to the cause. And I have pucks. We can use the pucks. We'll have fun.
Oh, I have so many pucks.
I don't have any. I feel like I need to start a collection. I do have a popcorn maker that's shaped like the Stanley Cup, so I think that's good.
That's cool.
I have one puck, and it's from our meetup last January. The only puck I got from the Pens Flyers
from the
game.
Pens game.
Yep.
I have one from that game too. It's the rainbow puck, the rainbow Pens puck.
It was funny. Me and Rhea and then Angela all like debated on if we were going to get it, because if they lost, we were going to be pissed if we had a puck from the game, but we can only buy it through the second intermission. So yeah. Thankfully they won, so we can look at it without being sad, but yeah, it was a whole debate.
Oh, that was a good game.
I have like 20 pucks from like
you won?
different. Yeah, you did. It's on my desk at work.
A Ducks one.
Yeah.
I got the Dia de los Muertos one.
I like them. They fit in my hand, and when I get stressed out, I don't squeeze it, but I just kind of hold it. Makes me feel better. But here at the house, I have all my autograph pucks. And I need more of those.
I love autograph pucks. I got addicted. One of the Avs players, he donated a signed puck for an auction to raise money for Humane Society by my house, and that Humane Society saved my dog's life. So I was really excited to support the have an Avs thing and support that shelter. And it's up in my room. Wait, hold on. I might go get
it. I have one signed puck, and I got it as a Christmas gift from like a gift exchange that I did with my very first hockey fantasy team, and it's signed by Gino, and it's my favorite puck. I also have Ashley a squishy puck that I got at like the NHL awards. It's a fake little puck, but it's shaped like a puck, and it's like a stress ball, and you can squish it. And I had it on my desk at work for like the whole time, and it was dope, dude. I like it. I also have a Willie O'Ree one like that. It's a little fish on it, and it's a squishy puck. It's pretty cool.
And this one, all of my friends and family know this one as my baby, because it lived in my purse for a year. This is my signed Sidney Crosby puck. I won it on a bottle cap. The Penguins used to do this game where if you drank certain soft drinks like root beer, or I think this one was a ginger ale, maybe it was a 7-Up, I can't remember, but it had a code on it, and you put the code in the app and you'd win stuff. Like I won hats, and then they were like, you won an autographed puck, and they mailed it to me, and I was like really down like in my life, because I thought like there was a chance I could be homeless. And I got this is terrible, I got this puck, and it was just in a mailer, like in an envelope, and it just rolled out. And I looked, and my one of my coworkers was looking over my shoulder. He was like, well, who is it? And I was staring at the signature going, there's no way. There's no way. I said, that looks like an 8, and that looks like a 7, but there's no way that's right. And it was. And I was like, well, this means there's hope. And so it lived in my purse forever. And finally I took it out because I was afraid somebody was going to steal it. And now it's in this little case. Along with all of my other various and sundry hockey pucks.
Here, I'm going to show off mine. Here's my Sam Girard that I got to support the dogs.
Anything for the dogs.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
My dog, we got him at that society, and unfortunately we didn't realize that at the time, but he had parvo, the puppy flu, and we had him for like one day in our house, and then like the next day he was like completely sick, and so thankfully they were able to fix him up, and he's 7 years old now, doing real well. He's my baby. But I don't know what would happen if we didn't have that Humane Society. So adopt, don't shop, all that good stuff as well, if you don't mind me hijacking to say that. Right?
Oh, I love it. It's so true. All my dogs are rescues, and so I'm firmly in that camp. Looks like the game's done.
Okay. Just about, yeah.
Well,
I think I'm behind, but I feel like nothing's gonna happen. So both games ended with the same score. That's fun.
So yeah. What is it? What's the ratio?
2-2.
The series is tied now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tied 2-2 going into Denver for Game 5.
Going into Denver, that's good. That's good
Best of 3
for you guys.
I think this one's going all 7, guys. I hate to say it, but I think this is going all 7.
I don't say that to me, but I think you're right.
It's such an entertaining series, though, to go to 7.
No, I'm not having fun. It's not entertaining.
Speaking as a perfectly neutral third party with no interest whatsoever in the
Vegas loves.
Are you quoting She's the Like?
I am quoting She's the Man. I'm absolutely quoting She's the Man. It was relevant, and it's
another great sports movie, by the way.
Oh yeah.
This was fun.
This was so much fun, guys.
Yeah,
we're gonna do this
even
again,
with this loss.
I mean,
yeah.
Can
I beg very politely that we don't do it again this series?
But if it goes to 7,
we'll pick another.
Isabel, she's rooting for your pain, Owen. If it goes to 7,
that's your favorite Canadian.
Win. I'm not cheering for the absolutes. I'm cheering for the series.
My favorite Canadian betrayed me like this. I take it back. If Steve's still watching, Steve, you're my favorite Canadian.
Well, I knew we had an Avs fan. Is there a Vegas fan? Do we have a Vegas fan?
Yeah.
And Tanisha and I still love each other, by the way. Even with this.
Absolutely. All of it.
We can watch the final. We can watch like game 2 or 3 or something of the final.
That.
We can make that.
Do it. We'll figure it out in the chat, in the Slack chat.
Yeah, for sure.
And Liz and Oak and everybody come join us whenever we do this again. Just keep an eye on our social, and we'll let you know when the next playoff Palooza event is. So thank you, Isabel, for putting this together.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Owen, for being a good sport, and everybody for taking time out of your day to hang out with us.
Thanks for everyone for coming. We're gonna
and what a lovely chat it was too.
Yeah,
it was fun. Get to watch hockey with you, ladies. See you on the interwebs.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.